What I'd like to know is, how did the word Christian become another word for good? You know, it's like, I'm a good person. People say, I'm a Christian. And you say, well, how do you know you're a Christian? Well, because I'm a good person. Good people, I guess, are Christians. And if you're not a Christian, you can't be a good person. Synonymous, isn't that the word I'm trying to think of? They're one and the same. Good equals Christian. That's funny, because I know a lot of really incredibly good people who aren't Christians. And I know a lot of real jackasses who are. So, on the other hand, I know some really great people who are Christians. And I know some real jackasses who are not Christians. So, does it really have anything to do with anything? My feeling is, if you're a creep, if you're a bad person, if you're like Hitler, you're gonna look at your Bible and you're gonna highlight all the verses that justify what you believe and what you think is right, and you're gonna have that. You're gonna say, see, it says right here in the Bible that I am doing God's work. Or if you're a good person, you're going to look at that same book, you're going to highlight all the verses that justify and support who you are, what you believe. You know, anybody can pick up the Bible, and whoever they are, they're going to find something in it that tells them who they are is good, who they are is right, who they are is justified. So my point is, I don't think a person is good or evil depending on what religion they have, or what faith they have, or what book they read. A person's going to be good or evil regardless, and they're going to look for things to back themselves up. They're going to look for things that says to them that they're good. They're doing good. This is good, the thing that they're doing. Good, the thing. Suddenly I can't talk. It's not the religion that makes a person. A person is who they're going to be regardless. Religion is it's like their justification. It's like, well, this is good according to God. I'm doing God's work. I think, honestly, the world would be a better place without religion. I think if we took all the religion in this world and just threw it out the window and said, look, confronted it for what it is, fake, delusion, whatever. What an incredible world this would be. What would it be like to have a world where everybody looked for the good in everybody else, not the bad, and everybody lived trying to be the best person they can be and forgot judging other people, gave up judging other people and making it their business what other people do with their lives. Take care of yourself and take care that you're a good person, that you show respect and kindness to other people, and stop giving a rat's ass about your neighbor who maybe does something that you wouldn't do. They're not you and you're not them. Everybody's going to be different. Heaven on earth would be when everybody looks at the next person and rejoices in the differences and sees the beauty beyond the superficial and becomes accepting of people regardless of the things that they don't understand about them. When people stop judging other people and putting them in categories and boxes, when beauty stops being a requirement for women to have any value or any worth. Sometimes I get really depressed looking at myself in the mirror because I'm going to be 50, I'm depressed, I'm eating like all the time. I'm not really supposed to work out because I have a urticaria, which means that I'm allergic to the chemical change in my body when I heat up. So for me, gaining weight is a bad thing. It's really hard to lose weight if you can't exercise. And yet I'm eating more than I don't drink anymore, thank goodness. So it's not that I'm doing both, but I find myself munching all the time. And I'm like, oh, look at that. Look at that lovely double chin. Look at that fat face, you know. And it's like, it's really hard for me because I grew up in a, you know, my generation, people, if they were overweight, they hid the fact as much as possible. You wore dark clothes, you wore baggy clothes. You didn't, I see heavy girls now walking around in crop tops, you know, and sleeveless shirts. And it's hard for me to understand, you know, because to me, I think like, oh, well, I wouldn't do that. But that's because I grew up in a different generation. In a way, I envy the women now, the young girls now, who are overweight and they don't hide themselves. They don't hide. They're not ashamed of who they are. You know, and so when I look in the mirror and I find myself feeling bad because I'm fat, I'm a lot fatter than I want to be, you know, I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I'm trying to get through a really bad time in my life. I'm doing what I need to do to feel better and to survive. And I'll worry about losing weight when I'm in a better place. Right now, I'm doing what I need to survive. And yes, chocolate is a huge comfort to me. So is ice cream. And so is animals and fountains. I have fountains in practically every room in my house now. So, to me, I think if people stopped putting so much attention on titles and words like Christianity or Hindu or Muslim or, you know, all these little titles of different beliefs and just chucked it all and just, let's all be good people. Let's all be nice to each other. Let's all care. Let's stop branding people. Oh, you're gay, so you're this. Oh, you know, you're fat, so you're this. Oh, you know, you have a nasally voice. I have a nasally voice. I do. I'm from Wisconsin originally, and the accent is pretty much gone, but I still talk through my nose a lot, and I don't think all people from Wisconsin do, but I have noticed that when I talk to relatives on the phone, they do sound, you know, more so than people in Washington State. So anyway, I just think if people stopped putting people in boxes, you know, and stop looking at, okay, everything's either white or black, you know. There's shades of gray. I really think there's shades of gray between the genders, too. There's men and there's women. There's feminine and there's masculine, right? Well, I'm a woman, but I've always been a tomboy. I don't feel comfortable in dresses. I like to wear pants. I like to wear blue jeans. I like to wear comfortable shoes. I like to dig for fossils. I like to go camping. I like to go fishing. You know, I like to be outside. I like the outdoors. I don't have a zillion shoes. I don't go shopping for shoes. I have one purse until it falls apart, and then I get another purse. The older I get, the less I care about makeup, because it's like, it's a losing battle. You know, one day you're just going to be old, and there's really not much you can do about it. I just think that I don't know. I don't want to be judged anymore based on what I look like or what I believe or don't believe, and I just wish that the rest of the world could just stop caring about things like that and start caring about what really counts. We're all people, and we're all trying really hard to, you know, live in a happy world and have happy lives. It just seems to me that it would be so much easier if we all just helped each other, you know. So that's all. Again, I just another day where I just feel lots of stuff going on in my, you know, I'm thinking a lot of stuff. So thanks. Bye.